Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we are once again a little bit disappointed in PlayStation, the PlayStation 5 Pro, and the overall, I guess, just state of what they're doing for their consumers, and the fact that people just want to go and throw dollar bills at PlayStation themselves, and they're just, for some odd reason, not paying attention, not making enough for whatever it might go and be, because as of right now, there is still a shortage going on, and I do want to say this is probably one of the more crazy and weird situations ongoing, because you would still think after all these months, and I guess we did go through a really like 4 or 5 year process of trying to get consoles themselves as a whole, but like it's kind of doesn't make really a lot of sense of why we're still having issues with it. So people are upset. I've actually seen a huge influx of people asking questions about this, wondering about this, and obviously just people kind of leaving hate comments, not on me, just on the fact that PlayStation's kind of being a little bit of a dudzo when it comes to production and all that. So let's go talk about the fact that somehow still the PlayStation 5 is still having issues, the disk drive itself is still going crazy, and at the same time people are now even making articles and calling out PlayStation once again because they're just unhappy with this stuff. It's still been ongoing. So let's go talk about it. And make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. Get your last minute subscriptions on in before the Christmas giveaway is all done. We are giving out the PS5 Pro, so subscribe here. And our second YouTube account for the easiest giveaway entries. We'll have the Twitters and Twitch down below if you guys want to get those on. And I'll probably put a reminder tweet out there too as well for tomorrow. And of course, we have that either it's going to probably be on like Christmas Day. I'll probably do the rolling for it. And then we'll probably have that just like mentioned in a separate video. So be on the lookout for that. And then of course, we have all the affiliate links if you guys want to pick up some stuff for the holidays, last minute Christmas presents, whatever, all linked down below. Let's go dive on into the video itself. So as you guys could probably go and tell from us discussing over here, people are still mad about the PS5 Pro disc situation because right now we're seeing a bigger influx, and I think right now it kind of makes sense. We had the holidays just happen, like a lot of people throughout the past 3 weeks especially, I've seen a lot of people picking up stuff, or like I said, using the affiliate links down below, or just overall I just want to get some stuff because, well, Christmas and the holidays and now the break and people getting their bonuses and all that stuff all put together. But right now people are still upset because PlayStation still has not gotten themselves together, and no one really knows what's up. Like no one really understands like the whole idea. Now I'm going to try to tell you, and I'm sure some of you guys with brains or have seen other prior videos get the rough idea. There's like supply chain issues. You also don't want to go buy 1 million of them and then you only sell 100,000 because at the current moment they're sold out. You're gonna have to look at the PlayStation 5 Pro sales, which although have actually been really good, like I think we're gonna probably see 1 million sales very easy, if not they've already hit in the first place. And I mean, we already saw some countries like Japan over hit like the 100,000. So yeah, I could probably see them being the full multiple millions. But as well with also the brand new combination of the PlayStation 5 Digital, like the normal like brand new slim without the disc, as well as the Pro, both kind of having a big push towards no disc drives, that kind of led a lot of issues because the stock was mostly chill. If I were to go and say like, Amazon or whatever, the stock would have been mostly there. Don't buy it. I don't even know what the hell this even is. But like basically if you wanted to go get some stuff, like it would have been there. Like it was still on, off, out of stock, depending on the situation, but it was mostly still there. It was mostly like still a good vibe. And then the Pro came out, dude. Then the Pro came out. And that's when things got a little bit on the skeptical side. Because as we've kind of gone through a lot of these other various things out here, it kind of went in to show that like, oh, well, I don't know how to work, so I just moved one of my tabs over here. It kind of like just drove up the demand everywhere. Like if we go just look at over here on the eBay itself, we are still seeing this being cluttered everywhere. And we've made like maybe 1 or 2 videos on this throughout the past like few months since the Pros come out. But this is still surprising because as I just showed you guys over there a second ago, and I can re-show it in a second, Amazon just doesn't have stock. There is no stock. And all these big retailers, there is no stock. Now, they have come in stock a few different times, and I've even had some people in comment sections or tweeting at me being like, hey, yo, Scrubbing, my dude, if you see any hookups, let us know. And I wish I could. Like, if I saw that there was a huge batch coming over here from, like, China or Taiwan or something, I'd be hooking you guys on up and telling you guys everything I could, because I know a lot of people still want it. But as of right this second, we're still seeing this inflated price point. And once again, like, this is like the holidays. This is like the kind of the time where, like, if you bought a PS5 Pro, which PlayStation, I mean, I'll be honest with you guys, I like mine. Mine has been fantastic. It's been great. We're still going on out, so get your subscriptions on it, as I keep on mentioning. But when it comes to this stuff, like, my dude, like, this is like the cream of the crop. This is the time when you're supposed to be sitting over here and being like, let me go and churn out and make as much money as I can. Now, they do have the PS5s on sale, and they've probably wanted to focus on that because it's a better install base and you can buy software. But at the same time, like, this is still a big bonus where they're probably making money because it's just a lump of plastic. And as well, that also probably means more discs are being bought. I don't know, maybe they have some weird like stigma against it because it's like software. I don't know. But anyway, if we can't even go through this stuff, like, they are still just being resold for way more above these extra prices. And thankfully, I think these prices have kind of come down a little bit. If you guys looked maybe like a month ago or more like the initial PS5 Pro hype, we're seeing a lot more than 130, 140, or as I just even showed you guys, that Amazon link is over here at $150. So we have a chance to go look at this over here really quick. Like $150 right now, although do not buy this from Amazon itself, because I do not believe this is an official Amazon, like it's just like a random reseller. But like, I mean, bro, like look at this type of stuff. It's ridiculous. It's crazy because people are still having to pay this extra premium. And as of right this second, we still have also seen a lot of Europeans even more upset. People in Europe got, well, in all honesty, a little bit screwed over in comparison to America. Now, America is like the golden child when it comes to stuff. Even on the PS5 restocks, we always had the most stock. It's how it is. People in America like to spend money. I like to spend money. I bought some Christmas presents. I'm hooking you guys on up. I got my own giveaway going on for you guys. But at the same time, like people in Europe and Australia and other various countries have been even more like kind of screwed over because the prices are even higher. I think at a certain point, it was even up to $200 for just this random disk drive up in Europe. Like that's insanity. Like that is like that's getting close to the price of the PS5 itself. Like I mean, obviously he's still a little bit of ways away. Sure, but like I mean, like I think it's like $375 for a PS5 right now. So the fact that you're having to spend that much money just for the disc attachment to make your console work, this is crazy. This is where like PlayStation really should have been flooding the market, getting as many of this out there, especially in combination with the Pro. Because what if someone wants to buy their Pro and they're like, oh, I can't wait to get my little console and play some games. I have all my discs already from my PlayStation 5. And they get it, they realize it's a digital, it's actually happened to a few people out there, and then they have to go and buy this to play some of their games. I mean, like, granted, there's still workarounds, you can just go play like a Fortnite or whatever and download it until that. It's not the biggest deal, but like, if there has been no stock for a few weeks, what are people supposed to do? And people are getting upset about this. Like, I've had people talk about this a lot, because it just seems like the most... It's just dumb. Like, how is this still having issues? How are there always issues on stock and why are there always scalpers around? Like, it's just kind of a stupid situation. And I honestly generally think that. I think it's generally dumb that so PlayStation has not had a chance to go and fix this. Because as I mentioned, there's even articles out here. Like, I was trying to go and show you guys at the very start over here. Like, look at this. Like, they're literally saying that this is literally incompetent. See, like being a PlayStation 5 owner is suffering, bro. Like, don't get me wrong, I reap the benefits of my purchase whenever I jump into a game on a console, but it doesn't feel like Sony has supported this mid-gen refresh in ways it should be. After the first batch of updated titles on release, there's been nary a peep nor any news on the pipeline of other experiences set to take advantage of the new machines. People are upset about it too as well, but people are like, where is the stock, bro? Like, where is the stock? Upon its reveal, a majority of gamers golf-wed, I don't know what golf-wed even means, at the fact that the PS5 Pro would cost $700, but would not even come with either a disc drive or the stand. Released as a digital-only console, it was only possible to assess your physical collection if you purchase a detachable disc drive that costs an extra $100. And at the same time, this is where people are getting all crazy too, because they're like, hey, I have a huge physical collection, and they cover video games for a living, and it's so cool to get games as well, but they have the collection on top of this since the PS4 period, and they're picking up games and all that. And they're saying like Sony could have fixed this, but all their stock levels are just incompetence. And I mean, I don't want to go that far, but it is annoying. I mean, incompetence, I guess, in all honesty, is probably the best word for it, because why don't we have the stock with this already? I don't understand. So the second the PS5 Pro was announced, the disc drives were purchased by everyone with plans to purchase a console, while scalpers did what they do and bought up the rest of the third-party sites, became flooded with these overpriced units, and they are still there. It is still an issue, and people are still buying it. Like, it is kind of an honest-to-God issue. If I want a disc drive, I need to cross my fingers and hope I come across one in the wild, which, once again, I've had a lot of people message me about this, or pay the exorbitant fee, which you guys should never be buying this from scalpers. PlayStation overall should be hooking up their community. The PlayStation 5 Pro is more of the die-hard users, and I have had people who have bought a PlayStation 5 Pro that have been waiting patiently for these disc drives, and they're still upset about it because like some people can't play the games they bought. Like, it's like the biggest duh. Now, once again, granted, you always use digital downloads or rebuy games or whatever, but like if you just spent $750 with tax on a PlayStation 5 Pro and you already bought these games, say for your PS5 Disc Edition or your PS4, whatever it might be, whatever works, whatever. Dude, are you going to be wanting to go and spend more money and rebuy the same game digitally? Probably not, my dude. Probably not. I wouldn't want to at all, and I completely understand that. So people overall are upset about this, and I do think it's a somewhat valid critique, because they're like, hey, we have these 30th anniversary editions. That's cool. But like, hey, what about our consoles? Hey, like, what about this? What about this? What about this? But instead, we're just over here just stuck having some random, like, I don't know, some random weird reseller that might sell us a random disc attachment, as people are out there still wanting their consoles. So I don't know, it's just kind of annoying. I'm just kind of complaining to complain, because I think this holiday season I got a lot of comments on this. And it's kind of like, just like, bro, Like, I hope it's gonna be all good in January. Like, maybe at the end of the day, everything's all chill. They get a huge restock and we're just good forever. But at the same time, it is still profitable for scalpers to make money on it. So they are. And at the same time, people are still buying it because more and more pros and normal slims are hitting the market, and it just kind of sucks overall. So I don't know. I'm kind of just yapping about this, but it is annoying. Give me your thoughts and comments on everything down below. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on for our PS5 Pro giveaway, the second YouTube account, the Twitters and Twitches down below, all the affiliate links as well. And I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. First place.